This is De La Soul in the area.
Bang.
And we on the What's Really Good show. So what's really good? You know what I mean? Like what's really good, son? What's really dig?
Check this out.
No one can do it that
What's up, people? Welcome to the What's Really Good show. I'm Ramon Jamal.
I'm A Minus.
And I'm Nishi.
We are here at the Civic Theater in downtown Akron, Ohio for the 5th annual Hip Hop Showcase, man.
Yes,
We're here to have a good time.
Yes,
Yo,
sir.
who they having down here tonight, man?
Special Ed.
Special Ed.
De La Soul.
De La.
Jeru the Damaja.
Jeru the Damaja. I'm about to say, Pete Rock. Pete Rock. You know what I'm saying? You say Special Ed?
I already said. Have you
said
Did
Special
I
Ed?
say De La Soul?
I think we said De La Soul.
Did I say
that too.
the Ali the Prince?
Ali. Is it Ali the Prince?
Ali Prince from
That's
Asheville,
right.
Ohio.
Right, he's the one who won the competition to be able to open up for the showcase tonight. So that's what's up, man. That's what's up. So anyway, we down here to have a good time. It's the What's Really Good show on location.
Where we at? Where we at?
We are at the Civic, the legendary Civic Theater in downtown Akron, Ohio, man.
Historic.
Historic, that's right, that's right. Who'd you say it was some people that you know that performed, some big names?
Lettucey's been here.
Okay.
John Legend.
John Legend. Okay,
Quite
that's
a
what's
few.
up. That's what's up. And me, Ramon Jamal, has also performed.
Oh yeah.
Down here at the Civic Theater, man. That was way back in the day.
Was that the Easter?
The Easter
talent
show, right? The
and
Easter
stuff?
talent show
Good stuff.
with a guy named Smoke Meat. Is the
Smoke
one.
Meat. Shout out to Smoke Meat.
Right, shout out to Smoke Meat. You know what I'm saying? Right.
Everybody would come down and they Sunday best
Right,
for the
right.
Civic show.
Everybody was looking forward to the Easter talent show, man. So that's what's up. That's
Now
what's
there's
up.
been a change with the Hip Hop Showcase this year. It's usually at Lot 3, which is right
Right.
next door. It's an outdoor amphitheater. But now, because of the weather conditions, we had to bring it into the Civic Theater. So
Which is a good look, man. It's
Yeah.
really nice in here, man. Right. I'm gonna get some shots of everything so you guys can see. So anyway, man, did you have anything you want to touch on with the people? I know we usually have stories, so there's some things in hip hop that happen, right?
There's some tragedies that's kind of gone down. A guy by the name of Chris Lighty, he was
Right.
a hip hop mogul. He helped start a lot of careers, like LL Cool J. He was down with Tribe Called Quest.
Right.
50 Cent, he helped guide his career. He started a management group called Violator Management. So
Right,
Missy
right.
Elliott and all those guys have been up under his guidance, but you know, unfortunately, he took his own life. they're
Right,
saying.
right,
So,
man.
wow,
That's tragic. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying?
sad.
Right. Our condolences go out to the family,
Right.
and we gotta, think about situations like that. You know what I'm saying? If you're going through something, reach out there. You got family and friends that you can talk to, man,
Right.
that can help you get through whatever it is you're going through. And then, you know what I'm saying, say a prayer. Send up, you know what I'm saying, some prayers to God, man. to
Never
help you
give
out.
up,
You
y'all.
never give
Never
up.
give
You
up.
know what I mean? So, man, another thing, I think LL got his house broken into, and
Right.
he whooped on somebody, right?
The dude was like
Mama
90
said
years
knock
old
you
though.
out.
Right, mama said knock you out. That's crazy.
Yeah, he literally
Right.
knocked him out like
How old you say the dude was?
99.
90.
Was 70 years old.
Wow. It's hard times out here, guys.
LL broke his nose, broke some ribs.
Right, that
He
is
went in on
But
it.
Right.
hey, he had to. He broke in his home.
Right,
He
right.
was protecting his family.
Right.
He got what he deserved.
He asked questions later.
Right. Don't break into houses, guys. That's all we're saying. Hey, so check it out too. I want to give a shout out, man, to B Floss Tees. He hooked me up with this Music Alien t-shirt, okay? That's B Floss Tees, okay? At bflosstees.com. Can you see it? I think they got stand up like Minus do.
Stand up.
Stand up.
No, they
What
can
up,
see it.
Barry?
They got it. B Floss Tees, man.
Those are nice.
Right, shout out to Wani G, man, because this is his group on Facebook, okay, Music Aliens. So
What
check
up,
them out.
Wani?
Right. I guess what they do is they like post videos and whatnot of old school music. You know what I mean? So that's what it's about.
Okay.
Just like we here tonight to hear some old school joints.
Yes,
From the greatest that ever done it. You know what I'm saying?
From the 90s era.
Right. So that's what's up, man. Check it out. We're gonna have some interviews for you guys and whatnot. Probably get a little bit of footage from the show and whatnot. So that's what it is. You guys stay tuned. Okay, so we'll be right back with all that for you. All right?
All right.
All right, let's go.
New album coming, correct?
Yeah.
All right. Who are some of the producers and artists that you're working with?
We try to really get back to us doing a lot of this stuff, but I mean some of the same people that we work well with, you know, whether it's the Dave West, the Jake ones, but I mean there's tons of people who's submitting stuff to us. But I mean, I like the fact that we're getting more back to like trying to like put together the meat of it all.
Mace, you working on a project, a solo project, correct, or a DJ-related project?
Yeah, I'm doing a project called DJ Conductor. Just something that's a little long overdue. Working with people I respect and admire in the music business, new and old, you know. I got a song circulating the internet now with Mac Miller, which I think is pretty cool, you know. Another song get ready to come with Bumpy Knuckles, so, and KRS-One.
What, Dave, what you working on, man?
Man,
What we doing?
working on staying alive. You know, it's the crew, you know. So I think individually I do my part in the group, you know, whether it's production or writing or what have you. We got a couple things on the table. We're kind of spread all over the place, but we're trying to get something done, you know. But I think the constant work is what's keeping us going. We've never ever been stressed about putting out an album, even though we know it's long overdue. It's when it feels good and when we know it's completed. So we're just constantly just trying to daily get something done, you know, and hopefully, you know, in the near future we'll compile something that will be that album. But we'd like to do some live stuff. We'd like to do some old, you know, like remixing old albums and putting it out, and you know, a sampled album and so on and so forth. So there's a lot of things on the table. It's just sorting it out and getting it done.
One of the main goals is definitely trying to get the old material released on the internet.
Right.
That's definitely one of our main goals, because everybody's been wanting to pretty much purchase the old material again, and for some of the new kids coming up, they never really even got a chance to feel the package of all of that, so they would like it on their iPods and stuff like that. So we obviously trying to make moves to negotiate something to get that old material up on the internet.
With the suicide of Chris Lighty, how is that affecting you all's psyche, and what do you want to say about that?
I'm angry. That's all I can truly say. To a large degree, I'm angry. I'm definitely gonna miss him. You know, I mean, everybody knows our history pretty much. It's a very touchy subject. You know, at the end of the day, we're all human beings, man. You know, I wish somebody really knew what he was going through, so they could at least be a lending voice, helping hand, something that'll maybe offset the tragedy. But it's God's plan, man. You know, what's meant to be is meant to be. You know, he's definitely going to be dearly missed from close friends and family, and truly by the industry. He's definitely one of the hip-hop moguls who held the administration of these rap artists together, you know, to help get cats really formulate themselves as a professional, as a business, as a corporation. He's one of those significant people who've been in everyone's corner, you know. And here it is, we never really had official business with Chris Lighty. He's truly always been our friend from day one.
How do you all feel about today's music? 2012, pop, rap, hip hop. How do you feel about it? Possible speak on that? How do you feel about it?
I mean, me personally, the lines are blurred nowadays. I think hip hop once again is trying to find itself. It's only 38 years old as a culture. You know, we're going through another transitional period where we trying to figure out what to do, I guess, overall. You know, a lot of the new music out there, some of it I like, some of it I don't. a lot of it I can't relate, and I think I'm not supposed to. You know, I'm 42, they're 22. You know, major generation gap, but that plays a big part of the music just finally growing up, becoming an adult. And here it is, we got people who grew up to hip hop who are 30 and older now. You know, so it's safe to say that it's not just a young man's sport or women's sport. It's everybody's culture and sport, you know. And I think we got a lot more room to grow as a culture and a music.
Open it up for questions.
I got a question for you. How did you guys manage to stay together for 25 years plus when some groups fell off and you guys still maintain the friendship and the synergy that you have?
I mean, overall, we came in with the common goal to be a group. And we're friends from high school. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it like, you know, we don't have our problems, you know, but one thing about being family, one thing about being family is being able to work through your trials and tribulations, work through your problems, you know, honestly, respectfully, and get on with what we came here to do, you know. I love these dudes. I can't see myself doing it with nobody else. Easy. Pause.
With that said, what was it like to finally win a Grammy?
Exciting. It was exciting. Although it was a part of someone else's project, it's a milestone. It's definitely an accomplishment. I mean, to be a part of the music business fabric, that's a hell of an accomplishment. You know, I'm glad my moms could see that Grammy. You know, stuff like that really means a lot to her based on the era she comes from. You know, but I think the biggest reward is, you know, somebody coming up to you saying, "Yo, I met my wife buying your album. We still together today." Or I named my son Maceo. You know, stuff like that. You know, those are more priceless rewards than any other award. You know?
With that said, being 25 years, still going and putting on the show and having the whole crowd like be able to recite your lyrics or whatnot, what's that feeling? What's that like? Still,
it makes the songs feel new again. I mean, we tour almost pretty much like 6 to 8 months a year for the last 24 plus years, and songs can get old to you. You know, you get tired of doing the same stuff. But when the audience is out there engaging in the material and the show, it makes all the songs feel fresh and brand new for that moment. Like, I think every show is, although it's the same, something about it is different every time.
Hey, do you feel like in 2012, this day and time, that younger generation is trying to make a quick million, a one-hit wonder, instead of like back in the 80s?
It's been like that since the mid-90s.
Yes, right there.
I think everybody been on. One thing I can say about the artists since the mid-90s and the people that have been behind those artists, they definitely helped develop them to really focus on the business of hip-hop. I think the creativity fell short behind the business of hip-hop. You know, I think what we do need is a bit of balance. You know, if they can bring a little bit more creativity to the plate, take some more chances creatively, you know, you got a lot of artists consciously going into the corporations and delivering what the label wants.
They try to do a gimmick,
Well, they're doing
gimmicks. So quick, like gimmick.
I think from what I've been experiencing lately and the conversations I've been having, I think the artists got a fair assessment that they're hired by the label. So they're there to do a job based on the talent that they have. And to stay a part of, you know, the economic fabric, they got to make those records that they're being told to make. You know, I'm glad I didn't come from that era. You know, that's all.
Macy, I got a question. You mentioned technology. The technology aspect has a huge impact on hip hop in many different lanes. With Mac Miller, that you mentioned earlier, he's somebody who didn't live during your era but was able to find it out through videos and all of that stuff, which is really interesting. While it can also, technology can open up to, you know, the worst of artists, the best of artists, who that can't be, you know, in different lanes. So, you know, what do you think about the impact that that's had, and like somebody on a Mac Miller who's always grown up a fan, and, you know, obviously you've met with him before?
I think technology has always been advantageous. I mean, to gain something, we're always going to lose something. But for the most part, I think it opened everybody up to a plethora of information that you normally wouldn't just catch out of a Source magazine or Double XL or any one of the hip-hop tabloids, as I like to call them. I think you'll get a lot more accurate information from places like Wikipedia, you know, and other, you know, websites that actually represent the artist or group, you know, especially their own websites. You get a lot more accurate information. And at the same time, you know, Mac Miller in particular, his parents grew up on De La. So that's another thing. His father schooled him on a lot of our stuff, you know. So that was another plus, you know, to know that we were taught in his home.
Hey, man, it's from the What's Really Good show. So when you say that there needs to be more balance, do you feel like there needs to be more positive hip-hop artists in the game to bring balance with the content?
I don't think it has anything to do with positivity or negativity. I think it has to do with just artistic value, if anything, you know. I mean, NWA were artistic, you know, they were amazing. Dr. Dre and Yellow and all of them, you know, the way they put together their album, those were artistic albums. Might not have been the most positive thing in the world, but, you know, I think that's where the balance needs to lie, you know, like, kind of like finding the right space between, you know, business and art. You know, I think right now the scale is leaning heavy on business, and that's cool. It's good to see, you know, young dudes and women, you know, getting these big companies and making some money and launching some amazing things. But when you're talking about music, it shouldn't always just be about the dollar in the office. You know, it should definitely be about the music. So, you know, and then in regards to the internet, it's like, ain't nothing wrong with the internet. The internet is great, but if you're funneling good music, you know, that's where, you know, that's what we want. You know, the artists like the Mac Millers and Lil B and, you know, all these other dudes who are huge on the internet. You know, as long as it's good music, let it be, let it happen. It's the trash out there that we're kind of like disappointed about.
So, I'm out of here, Mason. How many people seen the Tribe movie? This is rough. How many people seen the Tribe movie? Make some noise for Tribe Called Quest, please. If you come from Nara, make some noise for Jungle Brothers, please. Make some noise for the Jungle Brothers. Make some noise for Queen Latifah. Make some noise for Queen Latifah. Mama Zulu. And we never, yo, it's crazy. Make some noise for Red Alert. Red Alert. Red Alert, please. DJ Red Alert. Alert. And Peanuts, man. Moni Love. Make some noise for Moni. He's a new school. Make some noise for Chris Lighty, baby Chris of the Violators. If you don't even know him, just make some noise for him. We love that. Make some noise, Mace. Make some noise for Black Sheep. Make some noise. You got it going on. If you like Black Sheep, got it going on. I want y'all to put your hands up. Now bring out my man Dredd from Black Sheep if you don't mind. We got it going on. You got it going on. We got it going on. Y'all got it going on. You got it going on. He got it going on. You got it going on. They got it going on. Not that they got it going on. We got it going on. Yo, let me hear you say ho. Say ho. Say ho. Now scream. Yeah. For a second, I reckon I got you double checking. Let it get wet till you need to, I reckon. Hold me only if you wanna get naked. Right before the crowd, only if you wanna wreck it. The name is dressed like silk, I get slipped. Drop rock like the bass have been flipped. Constantly, yes, it's me, D-R-E-S.
Still, y'all, my name is Drez from the group Black Sheep, or from the group Evertan, all depends on what you're doing today. But I'm just hanging out with fam out here in Ohio, you know what I'm saying? It's the What's Really Good show. And I think you already know, you watching it. One.
Day after day, you're the one I'm thinking of, with lots of love. Sing along. Put your L's up. Put your L's up. Lots of love. Lots of love. You wanna be treated like a queen, spoke like a king. Every night you're the A ride through the tingle of love, share a milkshake. Carve our name on the tree by the lake. Look in your eyes, cause I miss you much. You when you say I love you, together your gentle touch. Come on, we reminisce with a French kiss. And I the only girls in the first on my list. The only one down, and truly for life. My fiancé, the future life right now. Lots of love. Lots of love. Lots of love. Put your L's up. Put your L's up high. Put your L's up with lots of
Yeah, how y'all looking so young doing an old school concert? With a gray hair, man. It's a break in front of the microphone.
Drink a lot of water, bro. So treat yourself good, you know what I mean? You gotta live life to the fullest.
Right.
You gotta make sure your family's straight. And when your family's straight, there's a lot of less worries. And you know, you can live a better life. Get your sleep, get early rest. You're not drinking too much, you're not smoking too much. You know, you pay your bills, you pay your taxes. and from there, it might work out for you. Right. You know, fountain of youth.
Yeah.
I just want to drop the Attic magazine.
You want to drop?
Yeah.
No.
Any other questions?
I got. My question is, okay, hip hop is a way of life. You know, it's worldwide. So when you think back to your younger days, the reason what made hip hop so much different than anything else, because it was like nothing we ever seen before. You guys just set a whole new path. So now the young people today, there's not really many venues where it can be cross conversation. So how will we bridge that gap to say, okay, it's good to be yourself, but the things that you see on TV isn't always reality without preaching to them all the time?
Well, it's not a matter of preaching. It's all a matter. It's simple. It's simple. It's hard work and dedication. What you put into something, that's what you're gonna get out of it. You understand? If you plan on being the greatest basketball player on earth, then you're gonna practice in the gym and you're gonna shoot 1,000 jump shots a night in the gym, opposed to going on NBA Live and shooting 1,000 over there. You get my drift? So we gotta live it, and then when we live it, then we can talk about it. But when we're not living it, we can't really talk about it. So it's like putting in that hard work and dedication. There is no cheating. It's just no hurt, no big shirt.
I got a question for you. You know, I saw, like, you know, on stage you had the records behind the crates and that picture of CL, and it's just like, it just made me like think of how that's kind of lost, like digging for records, maybe, you know, using them in sampling. Sampling's even becoming more foreign. Do you know, looking at the younger cats, especially like the producers, do you feel that, you know, the sampling aspect or the eye for that or the ear for that old record or whatever record is being lost somewhere?
This is being done a different way. You know, there's still sampling out there, but now it's a lot more keyboard work and a lot less money spent. You know, people want to save money now, so they, you know, do less sampling and more of the keyboard work. So that's the reason why you probably hear less of it today. But, you know, coming from Pete Rock, you always hear something raw, funky, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's just the way I am. That's the way I was raised. Like he said earlier, we grew up off of Isaac Hayes and Barry and James Brown. Yeah. You know, all the important groups like War, Coon, the Gang, and, you know, just big band music, you know, all that stuff did something to us as kids, you know what I'm saying? So I guess we just call us pigeon-toed to one type of sound, which is a real sound, which is real music from real singers and real band members.
Yeah, and something else specific to you is, you know, you worked with Smith & Wesson on Monumental, which was, I think, one of the best albums of last year. You know, are you working on a project with Camp Low? Is that something else?
Yeah, something else.
So, like, you're kind of taking, like, these older guys who are also older, you know, in the mid-90s, and working with them.
That still got it, in my opinion.
And, you know, why have you, you know, I mean, obviously, they do still have it, but, you know, why do you...
Pick them?
Yeah.
It kind of happened. It kind of happened on the whole. You know, I bumped into a DJ on the street. He took me up to a studio session where they was at. Styles P was up there, and we ended up doing the song. And I jumped on the joint. That's how it happened. So
I got a question for you.
Hey man, as far as the current state of hip hop music right now, and how it was when you guys was actually recording and put out as a group, what do you think about what's happening right now, subject matter and everything, compared to what we were doing?
It's much easier today. There's the new millennium's here. There's lots of new ideas, a lot of new equipment, a lot of new things people are trying to cut out a lot of the body of work that I used to do. It's cool. I'm cool with that. I even do work with Pro Tools and Logic and things like that, and it's fun. And actually, I'm glad because I used to do a lot of work making those beats, and now they cut a lot of it out.
Simplify it a little bit.
Yes.
What about the lyrical content as far as subject matter and
Well, I think it's a different time right now. So you just got to tune your ear and learn to adapt and learn to fine tune your ear to a new sound, a new way of approaching it. And music is about a time and a place and time that made it special. So in a place and time you can identify with that certain music. And now in this day and time, you're identifying with stuff that normally wouldn't be in my day. It'll be in this day. But if you can combine the two, and you get a little bit of this and a little bit of that, it's not bad. It's better than having nothing.
Hey, mine is from the What's Really Good show. Question for you, do you feel like there should be more positive role models in hip hop?
Sure. Anytime you have a platform to talk to people of the masses, I mean, it's your obligation, to be a gentleman, to be a lady, to be responsible. Because not because it's you, but because of the position you have. There's so many people who want to be in your position. So I take that for granted. If you don't have anything good to say, don't say it at all.
All right.
Speak by your actions.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Jeru from Blast Radio .fm. CL, all the songs you made, all the lyrics you written, do you still feel like you have a masterpiece you still want to put together?
I think every artist does. I think every artist, until he's 100 years old, 1,000 years old, however long he can live.
Right.
He's searching. He's doing it. And these are the. What I find funny? I find funny that the music that I made as a youth is still relevant today. It's true. It's timeless. It's still, it's outlasting. It's doing the things that it needs to do because we pick such rich music. And when everybody was going right, we were going left.
Exactly.
So it's about being unique. It was about being original. And it was more or less being yourself, and that's how I fit into society. I be myself, and that's what gets me over.
See, when I hear you talking, it sounds more you got that activist mentality, which is good. Well, I mean, do you all try to bestow that upon to the younger artists as well?
No, I think it's just when you grow up with kids that respect you and honor you and love you and show that love because you took whatever you had and you gave it to them and you raised them off of it. Okay. So the least you can do is love me the way I need to be loved. So I'm just expressing what needs to be done as the patriarch of the family.
All right.
This is my position because all my elders are gone now, so I'm forced to be in that position to talk this way. Usually I didn't have time to think the way I was talking because I was too busy living it. Now I'm sitting back and I'm watching my youth grow up to be young men and women, and I'm just commenting on what I see.
I heard you mention God a few times. Do you ever think about maybe doing a gospel album?
No, I just think what's going on now is so poignant. If you live long enough to see what I saw and to see what you saw, you're going to thank God every time.
Say that again.
You know what I mean? If you're not thanking God, you're not living. So that's the question we got to all come to. What are we thinking? What are we preaching? What are we practicing? And that's what the whole thing in a nutshell of living is all about. Sometimes we're not living till we step away and see those cameras and those lights going and say, who are you? What are you? How are you?
See, I got another question. You're in Akron tonight, UMP, New York guys, Jeru, New York guy, AL Soul. You're coming out to the Midwest, 2012. There's a lot of people that came here to show out. What does that mean to you after so many years? Obviously legends, but time changes and people change their attitudes.
It means we're changing with them because they're allowing us to be here. If they didn't invite us to be here, we wouldn't be here. But through technology and times changing, technology is allowing us to change with it. Because A 20-year-old is not supposed to know about me, but through technology and the advancement in technology, then he can know about me and he can have a chance to and have an opportunity for him and his father to get together and go to a show and see somebody, and he tell his little son, didn't I tell you that was what was it about and where they got it from? Now you can go home and appreciate your music like I can appreciate mine.
Right, and do you feel any like more appreciation? You know, you come into Akron, it's not like Columbus.
Well, I don't know what it is.
I know, and do you just like feel that maybe it's just like, that mid, heart of America just around here?
I don't know how to grasp that. I only know to be appreciative of where you are, because there's so many cats from my block that never leave. So they would love to. It's like taking them to Playland to come over here and see anything else.
Right.
So that's that's the blessing of it. They want to hear the stories. They don't care if 10 people is there. They want to be here. So that's what I love the most. So.
One more. He didn't get a chance to ask a question, so I'm going to let him get in.
Can we see anything new and upcoming from P-Rock and CL Smooth in the near future? Or anything?
It's time will tell. Life leads you in different aspects and different places as years go on. But it would be a great opportunity to put something together to support his project, support mine, and anything can happen. You see tonight, when you get together and you get that unity, positive things come out of it. So if you continue that, of course. If you decide to go in your own way, the blessings are there also.
Quick question. I heard you guys mention earlier with your songs and the word politics came up, and this is a voting year.
Yeah.
So I wanted to know if you guys had any thoughts on that, what you wanted to share. I don't know if you get into who you support or anything.
I don't really
like
get into
that.
who we support. I just support the people. I care what happens to the people, because they're the ones that are affected by it. The leaders are not really affected by it, except winning and losing. And the people are going to lose all the time, and they have no say-so.
So in saying that, are you stressing that it's important for people to get out and vote?
I'm just stressing that we have better leaders. I don't know about getting out and voting, because you haven't shown me a leader that can motivate me to do anything. You can place something there, but that doesn't show exemplary leadership.
Last question. Do you see, you also mentioned coming up all these various artists that you guys mentioned, and that they're legendary, and a lot of people consider you guys to be legendary. Do you feel that there are some legends in the making right now, or someone who has the potential to be that way?
Yeah, there's always going to be someone that's just as great as who you think is great. Like Jay Dilla, for instance. He came as a surprise to everybody. You know what I'm saying? And you can tell where he learned his craft by listening to real hip hop music and other producers. Not only myself but other guys too. And it's just inspiration is a strong feeling, and it can reach and touch any and everyone. He was one. He's a perfect example, I could say. That was from the younger generation who learned from us. Soul Brother #1, Pete Rock.
Yo, this is the Carmel King CL Smooth.
This is Russ Really Good TV. You know how we be. Stay positive. You know what I'm saying?
It's a get free loop all the time. Like slip can't press on route. See, I'm the original dirty rock and scoundrel. Dirty. People don't even speak English. And they be making more noise than that. You ain't gonna tell me Ohio is not live than Uzbekistan. You not gonna tell me Ohio is not better than Romania. This is what I'm gonna do, because I love noise. I'm an egomaniac. When I'm down there, I'm a nice guy. When I'm up here, I'm an egomaniac. So I want you to make noise like Michael Jackson went to China for the first time. I want men to start crying, girls in the front to start passing out. You can do a Lou Rawls and throw your panties at me, whatever. But when I count to 3, I want it to go off. 1, 2, 3. Y'all ready? Are you ready? No. Are you ready? Check it, check it, check it. It's the real hip hop, it's the real. 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 Check it. We got you stuck off the realness. I know you heard of us dirty, but the skeletons ain't no. You murder us. We write the things that come correct and number 4. Tonight we rockin' with Day My Soul. And my man Special Ed. Pete Rock and CL Smooth. You know we put it in and rock the groove. My man Sucio 32 is down with me. We been rocking this for a long time, G.
The verb from the acronyms. So I was wondering if you wanted to speak on how live music and jazz influence the music that you guys make. You know, it's a difference in some of the sounds we're hearing now versus what we heard when you guys.
Well, you know, when hip hop first, I'm using the same mic.
Yep.
When hip hop first started out, it was a lot of electronic sounds like it is today, all the drum machines and all that, and then we start getting the sampling and all that. So I mean, everything is an evolution and a revolution. You know what I'm saying? It comes back around. But I think the difference with us is that we actually know who artists are. I think some of the kids today don't know where certain sounds came from or certain records, and they're not really concerned. And it's not their fault either, because it's who comes before you. Sometimes I think that it's our fault because we were at an age when we were supposed to teach those guys, but we were too busy making money and traveling around the world and becoming hip hop stars. You know, it was something new, it was a phenomenon. So I mean, yes, we do love live music and listening to recordings. And I used to babysit Branford Marcellus' son. You know what I mean? A Guru Premier, they used to live in Branford Marcellus' house. You know, I know his wife, his brother-in-law, and all that. So we have an appreciation. It's a difference for live music. And I mean, and not to knock what's going on today, because what's going on today is just what's going on. It's a product of us. You understand what I'm saying? And you can't be mad at the product. But I'm grateful because I still get to travel all over the world. Look, hip hop is a worldwide phenomenon. They didn't think it would even last. So for it to be like that, no matter what it's going through, it's gonna always go through those stages. But definitely, I love live music. I love all the old jazz greats like Guru RP had me on the road with Donald Byrd, Lonnie Liston Smith. And imagine hanging out with all those old school brothers and just kicking it, just watching how they interact. And you'd be like, man, that's how we're gonna be when we get older. You know what I mean? Just people who are into their craft and into their art and into creating beautiful things. And I think that's what music is about. You're supposed to be creating some type of beauty, you know? So that's what it is.
Appreciate it, bro.
I don't know if I answered your question because I went into a whole bunch of other stuff, but that's how I am.
Got another question for you. Do you feel that there's room for more positive hip hop artists in the game right now?
I mean, it's always room for positivity. Like, you see, what we're dealing with today now is the emasculation and the corporatization and the commercialization of who we are, because believe it or not, as far as African Americans or any poor person are the biggest consumers. So everything is directed towards them. So positive or so-called positive, because what's positive and what's negative is really relative. You understand what I'm saying? It's like what's hot and what's cold, right? If you're in a room that's 90 degrees below zero and you come into a room that's 10 degrees above zero, it's gonna be hot. But somebody else who's in a room that's 70 degrees, 10 degrees is gonna be cold. So it's all relative. So I mean, it's always room, you always need positive and negative, you know? But I just think that what's going on and what's been happening for years and years is that in order to keep you a consumer, you have to be ignorant, right? Because they always talk about an educated consumer. Like the coupon lady, you be seeing the coupon lady, she get $1 million worth of stuff for like $15. They don't want that. They want you to be a ignorant consumer, where you just buy, oh, this is here, this is there, this. So, but there's always room for positivity. Anything else? All right, so we're
Hey,
done.
we appreciate it, bro.
Oh man, I appreciate it as well.
That's right. Thanks.
Check it out. It's your man, the original Dirty Rotten Scoundrel, Jeru the Damaja, asking you what's really good on the What's Really Good show. You know how we do it. And What's Really Good show rhymes with Ohio. So that's pretty good. So the What's Really Good show here in Ohio, Jeru the Damaja, now you know. Peace.
A- from the What's Really Good Show podcast. All right. Question for you. How do you feel with the way hip hop is today? Do you feel that it's too negative, or what do you think?
I'm kind of up in the air on that one. I mean, it's a lot of good hip hop out there. You know, artists like Common, Lupe. You know, it's a lot of good hip hop artists. But I feel like if you're not talking about money, cars, clothes, you know, trapping and all the negative stuff. But hip hop's in a good space right now. It's a lot of great artists out there. It'll come back around.
Good answer. That's good. Anybody else?
All right, Lil D, I work at Z1079. I have a question. Do you feel that you need radio support in order to make it as an artist?
Not necessarily. I don't think not necessarily radio support right now. To be honest, I think it's all about who you know right now. It's a lot of talented artists out here. You just got to be plugged in with the right circle. Radio obviously helps. You know, visuals, everything helps. But I think you just got to keep pushing, get in the right circle, and you'll be all right.
My name is Mark Anthony. I'm with the Acronist. You're a phenomenal performer, first of all.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I was glad to listen to you upstairs. Who was your greatest influence in getting you to do what you do?
To be honest, I thought I was going to be an NBA basketball player. I dropped out of college at, I think I was 20 when I dropped out. Started doing music at 18. It was full speed ahead for me after that. I didn't want to do nothing else but music. That's all I do. That's all I live.
Well, that's the NBA's loss to have you.
Yeah. So
keep up the greatness.
Thank you.
A- from the What's Really Good Show podcast. Question for you. Do you feel that you can have a successful career being an independent artist, or do you feel like you need to be signed to a major
I think everybody's doing it independent right now. I think the best way to go is be independent for as long as you can, build your buzz up, you know, build your fan base up, and then the labels will come knocking. They'll come find you. You know, if you're making enough noise, they'll find you for sure.
I agree.
Mark Anthony again from the Acronist. What is the greatest challenge that you face in being a successful rapper the way that you are becoming?
I think it's right now the town I'm from is so small. You know, like I have to drive an hour and a half to Cleveland just to record and do everything. So I think just the market. You know, I need to be in a bigger market. You know, so that's what I'm looking forward to moving to Cleveland in the fall, and hopefully make some more music connections and take it from there.
Come to Akron.
Akron or Akron. I might come to Akron.
Enzo, Ellie Magazine, OG Media. What's your definition of success?
I don't judge it by money. You know, like I've always said, getting a record deal is not promised. It's like going to the NBA. It's a lot of people who do it. You know, so I feel like I'm successful now. You know, I never thought I'd be here. I never thought I'd be opening up for C.O. Smooth, Pete Rock, Special Ed. You know, I never thought I'd be on the radio. You know what I mean? I never thought none of that. So I'm just taking it day by day. Okay. I feel I'm successful already, to be honest.
What's your ultimate goal as an artist?
I guess it's just try to land the deal, you know. Bring my team with me, land the deal, and travel, spread the word, you know. Bring positive music. It's not enough positive music out there, I feel like. You know, not too many artists are telling kids to stay in school or, you know, do the right thing, or treat your mom right, you know. So I'm just trying to spread a positive message and get on.
If you could do a collaborative with anybody you would dream to,
First, who would I pick first?
Who would you go with? And why?
Probably Ryan Leslie. I just think he's the modern day Prince. You know, he plays every instrument, he sings, he writes, he raps. He's incredible. That'd be my first pick for sure.
A question, Paul Merritt, allhiphop.com. How obviously press is very important these days, and you know, with so many different artists, you know, trying to get on like everywhere. And you know, obviously, it's the same with media too. Everything, you know, everyone can be media. You know, blogs. We used to hit up sites, mags, TV, radio. What is your strategy as an artist, just by reaching out to sites, or what do you find most successful when trying to get?
I think right now in hip hop, videos. That's the big thing, visuals. Like I met with a couple bad boy A&Rs, Maybach Music A&Rs, and that's all they stress was videos. Get your online presence up, on Twitter, YouTube, everywhere. Just get videos out there. People hear you. If your music's strong, people will hear you. They'll come to you.
Any other questions?
Where are you from originally?
Ashtabula, Ohio.
Ashtabula, Ohio. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, let's remind Jamal the What's Really Good show. Let us know, where people can hear your music, where they can find you and whatnot, all right?
YouTube.com, Ali the Prince, Facebook, Twitter, Reverb Nation, hotnewhiphop.com, and that's it. Yeah, that's it.
All right. Thanks a lot, bro.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We are back. It's the What's Really Good show. Hey, we had a great time, right? Great time.
Okay, tell me what happened. What went on? What
Yo,
you said?
look.
What?
Yo, Pete Rock and CL Smooth rocked up. You know what I'm saying? De La Soul rocked out. They even brought old boy out from
Dreads from Black Sheep. I knew we left somebody.
Right.
Wow.
But he wasn't even supposed to be here, man.
Right. And he performed too?
Yeah, he jumped on stage.
Oh, that's hot.
You know what I'm saying? He just popped up, and that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? You never know who you might see perform when you come to a hip hop show, man. Anybody might just come out.
Hey, do y'all remember the song Engine number 9 on the New York Transit line?
If my train falls off the track,
pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Crispy and
Sit down, man. Sit down, man.
Somebody got
Great
real
show,
high.
right.
Somebody had a good time.
Right. Yo, it was awesome to see, you know what I'm saying, those guys still looking youthful, man, and still rocking out, you know what I'm saying? Because hip hop is about positivity. When you got positivity in your life, man, you're gonna stay youthful.
Right.
Enjoy life, have fun, forget all this negative stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's what's up, man. Did we forget anybody?
Did we what?
Did we forget anybody as far as the performances that we saw? Jeru the Damaja.
Shout out to DJ McBoogie.
DJ McBoogie. Right. Special Ed rocked out. It was hot, man. It was a great time.
Tell me this. Which interview was probably was most informative to you? Something you didn't know about one of the artists?
This is what I would say personally, Pete Rock and CL Smooth. CL Smooth, you guys watched the interview with CL Smooth. He was just so intense and so passionate about everything he was saying. You know what I'm saying? Like militant, like looking you dead in your eyes, like I'm serious.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm so
Did you
sincere.
get scared?
No, I ain't get scared, but I'm like, you mean what you say right now. But you mean what you say.
But he was very humble, and his message was a positive message for all of us, young and old. So.
Right. So it was hot, man. But all of the interviews on positivity.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And it was really good. It was really good.
Right. I grew up with all actually see them live in the flesh and able to interact with them and see that they're just regular people just like me and you.
Right.
Very approachable.
Right.
Great times, man.
So look, guys, we had a great time. You know what I'm saying? After the show is an after party. So hey, we about to go upstairs and enjoy ourselves, all right? To some good old school hip hop.
Right. I'm gonna do the
We talked about
Sugarfoot,
the
y'all.
vendors.
Huh?
Vendors.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of vendors here today.
Great vendors.
Great vendors. One young man, he's an artist.
Over there, he did a mural of De La Soul, and he was able to give it to him. So that was just
right. He took a picture with him. So that was
He took a picture with him. It was awesome.
Right. They had jewelry vendors and whatnot. People selling hats and Adidas,
candles. We even had an author here.
Right. That's what's up.
That was
good.
A
Johnny
lot of
Alienation. The New Wave Project had a table set up. Shout out to Nikita and Crystal. Hey.
That's what's up. Yeah, Johnny Osby was here with his
oh yeah, they were in
I think it's Windows to My Soul or something like that. Yeah, so that's what's up, man.
That's cool.
We had a great time. We are beat. Now we about to try to, enjoy ourselves a little bit more with the after party, all right? So we hope that you guys enjoyed the show today, the interviews we had, the little spices, the performances. You know what I mean? I couldn't get the whole show because I couldn't do that, but what we got, I hope y'all enjoyed it.
Next year.
Right, be here next year, man.
Oh, and remember, The alien is landing. Mixtape is in the streets right now. A-. Go cop that. Keep it positive. Right, positive hip hop, y'all.
We are all over the place. Show them how.
We
Somebody got some extra adrenaline.
You know what I mean? It's what it does to you.
All over the place.
So that's what's up, guys, man. Thanks. A-.
And I'm Nishi.
Peace. B-boy. Peace.
Hey.
Good day.
Check this out. Yo,